So it happened again. Me having to deal with an emotion out of the blue. So last time it happened, it was I did a video on it as well, and I wasn't even sure that it was real, if you know what I mean. It felt like maybe I was just being dramatic. Maybe I was just trying to read things into a certain situation. But now it happened again. So, as I said earlier, apparently Grey's Anatomy is a catalyst for doing this for me. But I was watching Grey's Anatomy again. And I had another reaction. And I was, this time again, confused about it because I didn't really recognize what it was going on. And so I wasn't really reacting to a character like last time. It was more, and I couldn't identify it at first, so I started crying. And it wasn't a situation where I understood why I was crying. So I just started crying. And I turned it off because I kept crying. And it was actually very emotional for me. And so I took a second. I just kind of leaned back and leaned into the emotion. And I was just there, and I couldn't pinpoint what was going on. And this time I did figure out what it was. And this time it's just, I can't really tell you what happened, simply because I won't. Because it's it has to do with a personal relationship, and I don't want to throw anyone under the bus. And it's somebody that I still have in a relationship with. So I was sitting there just trying to realize what it was, and kind of when I realized, it felt like a sledgehammer to my gut. Like, it was horrible, and I cried my eyes out. And it was really emotional. And then afterwards, I cried for a while and I couldn't really get out of it. And then suddenly, it kind of just left me. Kind of like last time, and which is why I thought maybe I was just making it up. But it kind of just left me. And I was so drained emotionally, and I was the rest of the day. I felt also very tired, like worn out. But also very relieved. Like it had just really, it left. And so the weird thing is that it also relieved my elbow, like a lot. So much that I didn't even feel it. And when I went to bed, I was like, why is my elbow not sore at all? So I do feel it a little today. Nothing compared to earlier. I showed you how I couldn't carry anything. So that's just so weird. The pain in my elbow just suddenly came, and it was in both my elbows, and the right one stopped hurting a while ago, but the left one wouldn't let go. And so I'm kind of hoping that that was just it. Now I just have to, give it a couple of days, and I hope it's gone. Maybe it's gonna build back up, I don't know. So that was just really weird. But now I have a pit in my stomach. I have had that kind of going on for the last, on and off, basically just a little bit since my last appointment with my body therapist. And she introduced me to anxiety. And so I think that goes hand in hand, right? So maybe I kind of thought that was the one we were going to work on next, but I guess I wasn't kind of done with grief, which was in my elbow. But also, it didn't feel like grief yesterday. It was just, a whole mess of feelings. It was anger, grief, anxiety. It was just kind of everything going on yesterday. So yeah, so especially last night trying to go to sleep, I felt this pit in my stomach. A little tummy ache kind of thing. So I guess maybe that's what I'm going to deal with next. See where that takes me. I'm trying to soothe, calm down that feeling by taking a lot of deep breaths. So just, to relax. And yeah, we'll just have to see about that. But again, I'm actually looking forward to talking to my body therapist about it. She will get the full story, but I don't want to put the full story online. That's not for anyone else. Yeah, and now I'm totally fine about thinking about what made a mess of me yesterday, because as I said, it felt like a sledgehammer to my gut, and I was really crying, and I couldn't think about it without crying my eyeballs out. But now I'm absolutely fine with thinking about it, so it really has left me. So yeah, so that was another emotion, or emotions. I don't even know which emotion it was. It was just a specific thing happening in my life that I needed to deal with, I guess. Yeah, so yeah, that was just it.